Hey, Upstate South Carolina, this is Miles Denny with George Ellis Environmental, coming to you from my house. Want to talk to you about the possibility of seeing some dangerous flood conditions that could develop next week. We're going to see several storm systems move north out of the Gulf, and deep southerly flow of moisture is going to wring itself out over the southeast, depositing anywhere from 4 to up to 12 inches of rain through next Friday. And past Friday, even more rain coming. So just want to let everybody know that there's a possibility of seeing some significant flooding develop, because right now we don't have the full sun. It's not at a very high angle. And it's not really heating up the ground and getting rid of the moisture. And also the trees and the plants. During the wintertime, they go dormant and they use a lot less water, so they're not doing their part to get rid of all the moisture that's in the ground. So for that reason, we're going to have a significant flood threat developing, and it's going to be gradual. First of all, the ground has had some time to dry out, so it's going to rain. It's going to keep raining. It's going to keep raining, mostly light to moderate rain. But when we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're going to see the saturation of the ground just get to where it's absorbing nothing. And that's when we could have some flooding issues. And this could even extend to major river systems. We could see some extensive flooding along major river systems as well. Erie River, French Broad River, the Reedy River, all the rivers in upstate, up in western North Carolina as well. And in western North Carolina, I would even be very watchful for some mudslides. We could see, again, up to a foot of rain in the mountains, and that is just a recipe for mudslides. So that's another thing I will be looking out for. Make sure that you're paying attention to the National Weather Service website and checking those updates and checking for flood advisories, watches, and warnings. I don't know that flash flooding will be a big threat because I don't see that much in the way of heavy rainfall rates developing. It's just going to be a long duration event where the saturation of the ground is just going to increase day by day, and eventually it's not going to be very absorbent, and then that's when we're going to have flooding issues start to develop. Additionally, I already know that drainage issues are going to be a big problem for many people. We've had such an extraordinarily rainy winter season, and now people are starting to get erosion problems in their property. And unfortunately, it's really hard to get to customers because it's raining all the time. And it doesn't dry out long enough for me to get the equipment in there because the ground is still soup even after it rains. So I want to let you know, I hear you, and go ahead and get that booked this summer. You can log on, just send me an email or call, and I'll get you on the schedule. But you want to go ahead and do that because this pattern is going to continue. I've been looking over climate data, and El Nino's here to stay for, all the way through the summer, actually. So that southerly flow, that strong southerly flow, is going to continue over the southeast region. But a good thing is that strong southern jet stream that's bringing us all this moisture, yes, it's frequent rain, but it also tends to cut down on hurricanes coming into the southeast, because hurricanes don't like strong winds aloft. That shears them apart. So that may actually work out in our favor. Nobody likes to have devastating hurricanes impacting the U.S. coastline. So recap again. Watch out for flooding, mudslides this week across the Western Carolinas, and that includes the upstate, includes the foothills, and that includes the mountains. And if you're having erosion issues, get in contact with me. I can try to give you some tips to help you out, as well as we can get you on the schedule so that we can get those erosion issues resolved, because if you don't resolve them, they're gonna get worse. And the temperature's warming up outside, so we should be able to get to where we're operable here in the next couple of weeks. But definitely want to go get those issues handled, because they're only going to get way worse. Summertime, heavier rains. That means the erosion is going to, I guess, get worse exponentially, because you're going to have a lot more adverse conditions, lots of more heavier rain, and possibly some flooding. So hit me up and send me an email or call me or hit me up on social media, and I'll get with you on doing something about your erosion problems. But I hope everybody has a safe weekend and a safe week next week. This is Miles signing off.